Well, it's Graham again. We're on tow this time. Apparently there's some wave around just up a place called the Duddon Estuary. So currently on tow, and we're just passing through 1,700 feet now, and hoping to go up to about 3 before we contact it, and hopefully it should work. It's not looking as good as it did first thing this morning, but hopefully we'll be able to find something and stay up for a while. It's just a view of the tow plane that's pulling us up. You can see there's the rope, there's the buffet if I get in his prop wash, and down there the place called Askham, and that's Isle of Hill there. Sometimes saw that in a westerly wind, and looking across towards Black Combe, which has just got a little bit of orographic cap cloud on it at the moment. Right, we've just come off tow. We came off about 2,800, there's 3,000 feet, and as you can see the tow plane's gone, and we're just cruising up and down a line, effectively running north-south, and as you can see we're climbing about 200 feet a minute, so it's not fantastic, but at least we're climbing and we're not descending. There's a view over to Kirby and Isle of Hill. And the lift's just reducing, so I need to do something about that. What you need to do really is have a little bit of a play around when you first come off tow. You need to just sniff it out a bit, because it doesn't always work where you think it's going to. So at the minute I'm in sync there, descending at 200 feet a minute, so I've probably drifted a bit too far downwind. So what I'm going to do now is just push into wind a little bit, back to where I was, and just see if I can find it. And what we tend to do is fly a little bit faster so you can penetrate into the wind, and in a second we'll get back to where we were, and we should be back in some lift again. That beeping is the actual indication of lift. So when it beeps like that, that means we're climbing. So if I just slow down a bit now, it'll increase the rate of climb. And there you go, back in the lift. That's looking right down towards Walney Island. Not brilliant viz today, but it's alright.
495 Lima Alpha, I'm finding the best line is right up the middle of the estuary.
Roger, I've just been to the middle and I fell out of it, so I'm back in 2 knots again now, but probably as you get higher you might need to drift that way. That was another guy who's taken off before me. He's a bit higher than me, but he's actually finding that the best lift is where we've just come from, which it wasn't working for me, so bit of a view of me, my silly hat on today. What I can do now is I can mark where this lift is on the GPS and enter that. So if I manage to drop out of it at some point, what I can do is fly back to that point, and hopefully we should be back in the wave again. Right, I've been up to 5.5, but we're just south end of Coniston now. You can just see looking down the lake there. Trying to sniff out a little bit more lift a little bit further away, but as yet nothing's happening. That's Windermere over there. See Coniston Old Man. Right, back again. 5,700 feet now, and not sure whether you can see that. There's a glider up there. It's probably only about 200 or 300 feet above me. Just at approaching 6,500 feet now. We are still climbing. I think the best lift's just behind us, so I'm just going to turn. It's a bit, the visibility's not brilliant when you're pushing into the sun, but we're still climbing, averaging about 100 feet a minute, so not particularly fast, but we've been airborne now about 2 hours, I think. That's looking down towards Black Combe. You can see the cap cloud on top of the hill there. And in the other direction, looking down at Kirby Quarry. You can see we're still climbing. Right, we're just going through 7,300 now. We had some pretty good lift for a few minutes, about 5 minutes ago, but I'm just trying to get back into it and find it. We're still in the same place. You may just be able to see a glider down there, and one of our gliders up at 9,000 at the minute, so that's the target, to try and get to 9,000. But conditions seem to be improving a little bit. There you go, we're just starting to pick that lift up again now. What I've done is put a little marker in the GPS so that I can go back to where it was working before. It's saying I'm about 0.5 of a mile from where it was a couple of minutes ago, so hopefully we should be able to stay in this lift and head towards 9,000. Chinky view of me again. Right, here we are at 9,700 feet now, but the lift is very weak at this level. It must be about as high as we're going to be able to go. You can see, looking over the estuary there, that's Morecambe Bay, down towards the south end of Walney Island.
434, Zulu Romeo. Yeah, go Pete. What are you doing now?
You can see
Still between 2.6 and 2.7, between Dunham Rock and Upton Pier. We're heading up towards Dalton now, just on this ridge. Have you tried filling it off, John? Yeah, I'm bang on glide slope as it is, so if I go north and don't find anything, I'm in trouble.
little view of the area going around in a circle. lost sight of the gliders now, but there's about half a dozen up here with us. That's looking out towards Sellafield in the distance there. Walney Island again. It's quite hard to see, but there is another glider just over there, if you look closely. There he is.